favor and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time popping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, just thank you so much. Being able to do these videos as long as I'm like reflecting on my changes as well as my growth and my appreciation from my extended soul family, my beautiful tribe, and being able to connect with y'all on so many different levels is truly a blessing to me. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you feel like the videos are, you know, uplifting, give you good vibes, good information that you would love to share um, with loved ones, friends, or even, fellow Heyokas or empaths, anyway. And, they need spiritual guidance or it just needs confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes. Please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's so greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And I know I probably messed up my outcome. Oh, my intro, because my granddaughter is over here watching Mr. Bean and all that different craziness, and she's making noise with her balloon, so it kind of messed me up. So my apologies. But the music I'm listening to in the background is so beautiful. Love the graphics in this video. It's called Amazing Northern Lights. Beautiful, relaxing music, stress relief. I'm gonna let y'all see Northern Lights. I always wanted to go there, but I'm not going to Finland and I'm not going to Antarctica or wherever else that is. I don't like the cold like that. But here it is. The video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyoka is dealing with toxic situations that help you recognize as well as raise your strength and power against the darkness. It's just a lot of times we're put in situations where, it will test us on so many different levels, well as emotionally, mentally, spiritually, all those different things. But it is just like when I can see the situations I've been placed in and, sit back and reflect, like I was talking about in spiritual integration, it allows you to be able to see how far you have come throughout your situation, how when everything is all said and done, because we go through situations where we feel like if it's a breakup or a grief of a family member passing or anything like that, it's like those are the things that you really have to appreciate. Like when my mom had passed away, or it's like my dad, all throughout my changes, they have been letting me know they are there. I've been feeling like I've been telling y'all, if you've been with me for a while, last few weeks I've been really feeling my aunt and my grandmother so much. Like I constantly hear them talking to where sometimes I can sit here and laugh, especially with my grams, because I'm just like, man, if I would have ever met her, I know we would have clicked because I'm so much like her in a way, but she always keeps on saying my temper comes from my grandfather John. And it's funny because I constantly hear them like go not fussing, but it's like they're just in their conversation, and I think it's so funny. And it's like my aunt Edna is just like, she's just, I don't even know how I can say it. She's just like a breath of fresh air. And even though I didn't get a chance to physically meet them, it's just knowing that they're always there to look after me. They always constantly tell me you're doing a good job. We know what you're doing is not easy. And it's a beautiful thing that you can have, people that have passed is still be in your life, especially with us being empaths and the gifts that you carry. A lot of times you might hear them whispering to you. It's just like, anybody else hear that? And I'm like, nah. It's just like when my friend was here, she was constantly telling me, girl, your grandmother, especially your mom and your aunt, um, as well as my mom, aunt, and grandmother, all of them is here. And she's like, I feel it, it's just, she's like, even in your house, it's like these strong energies are there. And I was like, oh, really? It was really intense here yesterday, but it was like beautiful, beautiful essence here. So it is just like when I really look back at things, even though it might make me emotional, but it's like a good emotion because I thought I would never be able to get through that, other than, still going through the grief, especially if you lose a parent. There'll be times that you'll be okay, but then there'll be times that you'll go back and you reminisce about those connections, and it might, get you a little bit emotional. But as long as if your parents suffer from an illness or whatever, they don't want you to recognize, just keep rekindling that. They want you to be able to appreciate the time when you had the laughs, that y'all were getting along, or y'all did different things, or they were there to protect you. All these different things. It is just like they want you to be able to remember that. They don't want you to remember those last moments of, them suffering or anything like that, and I can really appreciate all those different things. It's like, especially with my mom, when she was sick, I don't want to reflect on the time, when I just basically seen her like deteriorating in front of my eyes. But me and her did not have a good relationship. But just being able to know I tried to take care of her mostly every day. It was just like her last few days I was not with her. And I held guilt for that. But now when I look at it, it was like, God is not going to put anything on you, and universe as well won't put anything on you that you can't handle. And they knew it was like that situation, seeing I couldn't take my mom's pain and I was feeling everything that she was going through. Um, they just didn't want me to be, they knew that would have been like really sent me over the edge because I was already almost close to that as well. But I did what I could. So it's just like, oh, I love you too. But going through all that, yes, baby, just go ahead and play with it. And going through all those things, I can really appreciate those times, and it's just like I try not to look at everything that I've went through in a bad way, but allow myself to look at, the strength where I felt like I was alone. And then when I started seeing how things came to play in my life and as well as my situation, I knew I was not alone. Even though at times we feel that way, especially when we're going through really hard times, because right now, while you're going through these crazy changes, it will put you it will put you in a dark place, but it's out how you look at it, and I try, even when it gets to that part where it's sadness and stuff like that, I try to think about things good, because it's like with my dad. When I start thinking about things about him, he'll try to do something very goofy, and I'm just like, you're getting on my nerves, stop doing that. But he's like, no, I want you to laugh again, I want you to be able to do this, um, I'm always here. You don't have to ever miss me. It's like, even though we didn't get to do, all these things, no, I've always been with you. And, being able to see all those different things that has been suppressed for so long, or when I went through my physical therapy, not physical therapy, but through my therapy on hypnosis, how everything was like wiped out, and then all of a sudden all these things came back. It was a lot for me to deal with. I'm not even gonna lie about that. So but basically, just, now when it comes up, I just want to be able to, remember all the times we would act up on the phone and just constantly laugh, or, when my dad will be crying and I'm just like, don't do that. He's like, well, and I'll start crying. He said, I'll stop crying if you don't. I'm like, oh, I'll stop crying if you will. And then all of a sudden we both start busting out laughing. I'm like, oh, it was all those different things I can really appreciate. So it's just like when you're going, through these toxic times in your way of healing, yes, I truly understand. It can be hard at times, because you don't want to feel those feelings again. You don't want to reminisce about that. But allow yourself, when you're going through tragedy, allow yourself to know those times are not going to last forever. That's why I put up posts, God loves you too much. The universe loves you too much to keep you in that energy, to keep you in that. Yes, it can be hard letting go of things. Yes, it can be hard healing, especially if it comes to a person that you miss. I went through a lot of that, especially when I moved down south. I was in the Midwest, and it was a culture shock for me, and all the way around. And then it was just like with me moving, it was like me purposely trying to leave my mom behind, and it really felt that way mentally and emotionally, because it was like, at least when I was there, I can always go towards different places where I knew, my mom used to live at, or where we used to go. Hold on, baby, there you go. Sit down. Sit. going through all those different times, it was really emotional for me to be able to do that, because I know I haven't been down south since I was like 13, 14 years old. And, being away from everything that remembrance of my mom was just a lot, because all I had was like her last clothes and this, different pictures and stuff like that. Everything else was, taken away. So, going through all those things, and on top of that, as soon as I got here, it was like the first year I had two of my best friends die like 6 months apart, and now I'm finally being able to heal. Because those times when it comes to that anniversary as well as their birthday, I get very sentimental, or I start seeing them in my head, and that's allowing me to know, hey, they're okay, they're in a better place. All these different things has came about. So it's like when I look at all my situations that I've basically been placed in, recently as well as in my past, I can like, really see, wow, you've really changed, not for the worse, but for so much better, and it's just allowing me to understand and benefit off of those tragedies, where I can be able to open up and let my life be like an open book, to be able to share with other people, certain situations, or, certain things I was healing from my tragedies, but being able to uplift myself through those times, and knowing that, my spirit guides are there, my archangels are there, my friends and family that has passed on is there, being able to be blessed with clairvoyance, clairaudience, and sentience, whatever that stuff is, where it deals with all those different things. I'm so grateful that I have that, because, even though they're not physically here, they just transform. I always feel like beings never do die, even though they do, it's just a shell is transferred. So all those things was went on, and it just allowed me to know the power and the strength that is growing inside of me, that I allow to, I don't fight it anymore. I'm not allowing people's ignorance or their insecurities stop me from doing what I'm doing. It's all about how, if I know I'm making a positive change, or I'm reflecting positivity, that's all that's important to me. If somebody's bothered by that, that's not my problem, it's theirs. So I just allow, the goodness to show up within me. If anytime I'm going through really intense changes where I know it's like messing me up mentally and emotionally and spiritually, I just don't get on here. It's just, there's times where, I could be going through some major changes, and y'all can leave comments, and it might take me a day or two to get back to you, either because what you said was very beautiful and it put me in my emotions, or I could be going through my changes, and it's just like, even you don't understand the energy, just what a video can hold, as well as your words that you could be texting towards somebody. It can really mess with them, especially if it's in a bad, situation, where you have that bad energy around you that, is trying to, go through its cycle. So, but being able to benefit that off of that, you have to, even if you're going through things. Now, I know it's hard to see the good if you're like being sexually abused, or, being hit on and stuff like that. I know it's hard for you to be able to see a good light out of that. But it's just like, after all those situations that has came about, and you're not allowing yourself to be in a situation like that again. And, because sometimes it's like when you go through stuff like that, a lot of people put walls up. I did. It was just like going through this situation and dealing with everything all at once. It wasn't like, okay, I healed from one situation and then here comes another one. No, it was like things coming back to back to back, and I was dealing with so many different things. It was like negativity and grief and lies and deceit was all coming to me all at one time. And I'm just like, God, you better do something quick, because this is going to really send me to the edge. And, I constantly hear my dad telling me, with this situation that came about, it could have really went left for you. You could have been that person where you could have went, even though you were in a dark place, you didn't act on impulses. And it's just like, when people know my background and they knew what I went through, especially a lot of people I've heard like, girl, I don't know, I would have, popped holes in somebody. Trust and believe, those thoughts did come up. But I'm just like, when people do stuff like that, death is too good for them. Allow nature to take its course. And I had to keep telling myself that, especially when it came to my ex, or, to my mom's ex-husband and his wife and her kids, because all of them knew about what was going on in my life. And they
told everybody and used me as the butt of the joke. I was water cooler talk. And for me to be able to know you did that to me, that took a lot. That took a lot for me to just walk away and, like, because I even told them, I threatened them that, if I come knocking, all hell about to break loose. I'm about to flip that damn house over with y'all in it. And I was at that point, it's like, how dare you? But then it was just like, when I seen the strength that I carried to be able, it's like I said before, it's easy to be angry. It's easy for you to want to pop holes in somebody, kill somebody, lay hands on somebody. But where your strength lies at is when you allow those certain situations to not make you do what those dark, those dark urges is wanting you to do. There's always an angel on one side and a devil on one. It's just who is, like I've said before, your story, your experiences. You can choose how you're going to be the character in your story. You can either be the victim or the villain of it, or you can be the hero that overcomes all the darkness that's been placed on you. It is your choice. So when I allowed myself to take the high road, that's where my strength really kicked in. My power really kicked in, because it was so easy for me to hold in that anger. It could have been easy for me to hold on to me being angry, lashing out, playing that victim, like saying this, that, and the third, because I did do that. And I didn't realize I was being a victim, playing victim towards that situation. Yes, I went through that, but I overcome it. Yes, there's certain days it might draw me back, because I see the financial struggle I had, where I'm in a domestic type, abuse situation, even though it's like that. But it's just like, I'm not going to allow this to keep affecting me like that. I'm not even going to place my energy on it. But I allowed my strength to be over and guide me that way. And that's where your strength comes in, because it's just so easy to be in that negative part. It takes strength to think positivity after the storm is constantly came at you, one after the other, after the other, after the other. But it's just when you just putting that umbrella up and say, okay, let me just dance in the rain. The sun's going to eventually come out, but it's all about how you go about looking at your life situations, how you heal and allow your power to guide you towards, you deserve happiness. It's just, when you allow yourself to still think about every negative aspect in your life, and just constantly feeling bad for yourself, feeling sorry for yourself, or not allowing yourself to deserve that happiness that's coming, into your life that you do deserve, but you're still in that and placing it all on things that we can't change, you know. And it's just like, when I've seen so many people that have went through things, especially when it's like motivational speakers, or something is tragic happening in somebody's life, and it ends up being the story that many people tell. That's what inspired me to be able to do what I do and benefit off of it and appreciate it. These are my outlets, being able to make my videos and telling life experiences, or what others may be feeling at that time, or what changes may occur at that time. I benefit off of that, and I appreciate that. And I'm blessed to be able to do something like that. Yes, it's not easy to do, but when you allow the unknown to go ahead and take, unfold in front of you, that's where, gifts comes from so many different levels. Abundance comes into your life, and abundance isn't always have to be a monetary value, but your spirituality raises the love for yourself as well as your surroundings. You know, uplifts you, your character, even though when people can be a-holes and, go out their way to be so negative towards you, or want to shed doubt, or try to tell you you don't have what it takes to succeed, or they laugh at your dreams or mock you for it. That still don't allow those things to, somebody's judgment or opinion of your life stop you from what you need to do, because that means you're allowing somebody to take hold of your life. You're allowing their insecurities as well as their negativity, guide you towards things. That's not something that you're supposed to do. It's just like, all through these dark times, it's being able for you to be able to appreciate, of what you have to offer yourself as well as the world. So that's the end of that video. I hope you were able to resonate with it. All of us are going through these changes. Yes, I know it could be something to deal with, and it just takes one day at a time. You have to be, just patient and allow yourself to heal where you need to heal. Take that, take that time out for yourself because you deserve that. You know, you deserve to have a life full of happiness and love and joy, and being around people that are all on the same level as you, being around people that encourage your dreams, you know, help you uplift that, you know, give you that words of wisdom instead of doubt and insecurity or try to block you from things, because you deserve all those good things that's coming your way. So I would love to give a post notification shout out to Linda uh, Fashioning. I hope that's how you pronounce your last name. As well as Katie Straight. Much love to you, and Lost Puppy and Gabriel. I hope all is well. Anybody that's new to the channel, welcome. You know, I'm glad to have you. And if you ever feel uncomfortable with dropping a comment, but you really are just trying to find your way, your purpose as well, you know, and you want to talk to me outside of that, you can always look me up under my name on Facebook Messenger, not my actual page, but Messenger. I say I won't be, confirming any of that. I've had, bad situations that I'm not going to do that, but I will be happy to, assist you on Facebook Messenger to be able to help you. Y'all, this is my last video because I got to go ahead and give my attention to my grandbaby. I was going to do a different one, but it's just like she's all over the place. So I got to go ahead and pay attention to her. So much love to you. God willing, I'll be answering your comments later on today. So don't take it personal because I with yesterday and today, I've been pretty busy. So drop a line. Oh yes, and if you reach me on Facebook Messenger, everything we talk about is totally confidential. What we talk about stays there. And I hope you have a blessed, safe week. Be responsible for everything you do. Like and subscribe. Go ahead and drop a line so I can give you a post notification shout out. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up, share, tell people about the channel. It's greatly appreciated. And thank you so much for the support. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I hope y'all have a blessed, prosperous week, and everything that you're working hard for will come to you, very soon and 100 times more that you were expecting. So know that you're blessed and highly favored and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And make sure you give out love. Positivity is prosperity vibes. You never know, your kind words and your wisdom and your vibes can really take somebody a long way. Much love to you. I hope you have a blessed week, and I will talk to you soon. Much love. Peace. Be wild.